back to sandchessvb with head coach Frederick. That's me. Today we have one more episode and I need to block off this light, otherwise it will be so ugly. We have another episode of the mind games. This time for the whole defensive team. So watch out, it's coordinated effort. As usual, I will use the outline here, and I have to type everything out beforehand, otherwise I can't remember. You'll get there if you are ever as old as I am. And we will use my homegrown tool for visuals where the offense is on the bottom and the defense is on the top. So let's get started with the outline, and I will keep trying. I will continue to hide that light. All right, so we have an outline here, and I guess I have an abstract here where we can have a team trying to sell the same story or different stories, just to psych the offense, and we can mix and match, and this is when the playing with the same partner and mixing and matching and knowing what your partner is going to do, so that you can disguise what you're doing or not, will be more efficient. So I will have just a quick reminder for the three in the back who were sleepy and forgot about the 4 calls, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 and 2, I want to hope everybody knows them. 3 and 4, I would prefer if you did, but I'll forgive you if you don't. So 3 is like a line block, but first you are pretending you are standing in the cross, but then you will either step or dive into the line. And 4 is the opposite. You are showing line, but you will end up blocking cross at the last second. Okay, this is the basic, and you can see that of course 3 and 4 are bluffs, and eventually 1 and 2 become bluffs too if you always block 3 or 4. At some point just block 1 or 2 and they'll believe that you're doing the reverse. So what do we have next? I have defender coordination. So okay, regardless of the call, regardless of 1, 2, 3, 4, the defender can show himself as following suit or not. So that's the point here. And he can line up with whatever the blocker is showing. So if it's 1, line up in the cross. If it's 3, at some point you'll pretend to be lining up on the line, but you will eventually go back and defend the cross, unless you notice something else. But then you can choose to, even for a 3 block, start your point in the cross. Sorry. Yes, in the cross. And then the opponent might be wondering what's happening because he sees 2 people in his cross at some point. Same with the 4 block. You can actually start on the line since he's showing line right away, and you may never move. So you can definitely mix and match. Um, and in fact, I can probably slightly reword this um, or not. Mix and match is also a good strategy. Okay, the next point, delayed follow suit. Yeah, so then it's like it's I guess a subcategory. You pretend something, but like let's say you have a one. Let's just go on my tool. It will be easier with the diagram. So let's just say that you have a one call. Well, you can pretend to be as a defender here. You can pretend to be somewhere here. I mean, once you made sure that there is no potential sneaky set or any offense going toward that cut shot, you can pretend to be here, and at the last second go back. You didn't need a three call to do that. Even you can do the same on a one call. So essentially, that is that should be a subcategory of this. I see if I renumber. But let's run through the opposite. So if we have a two block, you can start the point in the cross, and then dive into the line, assuming that's where. If you don't know anything, if you haven't got a read, well, that's what you're supposed to cover. Okay, and then I have 7 break from the call. So some hitters are so good that, excuse me, that even in front of a big block, it's not always easy to figure out a good strategy. So you may just rely on reacting and get a late read. And of course, your block will take some zone away, but you can get a read on whatever is left. All right, what do we have next? We have this is like frustration read. If the other team seems frustrated, they missed 1, 2, 3 points, 3 balls. We typically a frustrated hitter wants to do one thing, and maybe it's more true for men's than women's. Feel free to comment on that, but at least what I've observed along my long career, throughout my long career, is that when there were some points that were nearly missed, or succession of errors, then the average player wants to bang the next one and really hit hard, and it's easier to hit the cross, so you can engineer that play and give an easy serve, and then get a most likely a four block, and then let him unleash, let him get that his nice and easy pass, easy set, perfect set, and let him hit hard, and you close down into this. Of course, you as a defender can still pick up the line if needed, or whatever you are reading. But that is a mind game, because you can sense it and you can trigger it. Okay, what is the next item I have listed? Okay, I have labeled it as served engineered predictability. So, and I even have a mini diagram here. So I will replicate this. So imagine if we throw a short serve. let's say to the left side player. Then if the ball is like, let's say around the 10-foot line, well, very likely the pass is going to end up somewhere here. Oh, let me, we can see it better here. We can predict with a strong certainty, the strong odds that the ball will end up somewhere here, maybe attackable. And then let's see, specific zone. I'm gonna put a zone somewhere here. And if we're in that situation, especially if the other player is also a righty, that zone in brown here becomes really difficult for that setter, who might be a two-ball attacker, to hit. And now suddenly we have about 2/3 of the court left, and I'm sorry, I need to change this here so that because my diagrams are for the attacker. So if I just combine those guys, you see that there is not a whole lot. Let me move this away. There is not a whole lot. Okay, Mr. Setter, move away. Not a whole lot of power angle left, and therefore you're very likely to have a shot. So I just wanted to show this, and then you can put the block. So you see that the block is taking, in this case, a lot of the. I'm gonna put this guy back. Is taking a lot of what's left on the court, so there isn't very much left to pick up. Again, that's what's left, and that will be a roll shot, even if it's there for the defender. So that way I guess, yeah, you will shrink the court. Of course, if you're dealing with top level passers and tall athletic guys, a short pass might also, short serve might also lead them to possibly unleashing. So it's not something we do at every point. Just once in a blue moon, like if they get a good read, let me remove this. They get a good read and a good pass. And the setter is ready, understands what's happening, and then indicates to his hitter that he's ready to hit that ball. Maybe the serve receiver can feed a high two ball in the middle, and now suddenly there's a lot more court to hit. Anyway, so just not a weapon to use all the time, but once in a while. And then you both need to be in sync. The blocker needs to know it's happening, because it's likely a two ball. Okay, so here is. You could argue if it's a mind game, but I would consider that it is. If you want to position yourself, let's say as the defender, let me shrink this arrow. Okay, so let's say that you're in this situation, and pass is good, and no, we don't need this, but we could use that. And with let's say a back set, whether it's a back bump set or a hand set where he could push it behind, you can position yourself as the defender in a zone where he might think you will not get to that ball, so the ball could end up anywhere along that line, most likely toward the end though. You can position yourself, even creep a little bit as he's still looking at you away from it. But then as he's executing, be ready to dive and cover in a possible sneaky set. So I would say that is a mind game because you are pushing him to do it by pretending to step away from that zone. So that's you know, that's really walking on the edge. You want to of course you don't want to be too close like here, because then of course he's never going to do it. He might actually push it the other way. And also it's possible that you just give a little too much, or that he executes perfectly and then you're an inch too short in the end. So that's another trick you can throw into their mind, and pretend that the door is open when you really have it under control, at least for the most part. So I think that's all I had. I will put links for below, and I can move to this. I will put links to this outline and to some drills, and very likely I will also do a video to run down the drills. So I'll put that link as well. All right, as usual, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, sending me your donations. Let me check my donation account one second. Oh, yeah, we are at 68 millions, so keep it up. Thank you, and don't forget to play beach volleyball as a chess game. Thank you.